Today we're going to be talking about the launch schedule for Odyssey, what is going to be included, and more importantly, what is not going to be included. We're going to talk about the interaction between Odyssey and Horizon players, and Frontier also gives us a little bit of information about what's going to happen with the console launch later this year. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hello Dave with Astronomy. Let's dive right into all the Odyssey news. Frontier has posted on the forum some estimated times for when we can expect downtime regarding the Odyssey update. They're going to be taking down the servers at 7 a.m. UTC on Wednesday. And they're expecting the servers to be down for 11 hours, meaning they should be back up at 1800 UTC or 6 p.m. In the past, Frontier has extended. This is also one of the longer downtimes that they have, but again, this is also the largest update we had since Horizon. Just keep in mind that if the servers are not live at exactly 18, that is probably to expected that if Frontier runs into issues, that is going to take a little bit longer than they have estimated. Now, we also have a little bit of information about how the whole Odyssey and Horizon players are going to be able to interact. The assumption so far was that there will be some instance splitting when you hit a planet. Now, what Frontier said is that the graphics update that is going to be part of Odyssey is not going to be applied to people playing Horizons. Because of that, that means that Odyssey and Horizon players, at least to begin with, will not be able to play together at all. So if you have Odyssey, you cannot instance together, you cannot wing up, you cannot play together with people who only has Horizon. It will basically be like if they were playing on console and you're playing on PC. Now, that doesn't mean that if some of your friends doesn't have Odyssey, you can't play with them, because just as we today can launch Elite without Horizons, you're also going to be able to launch Elite without Odyssey, even though you have bought Odyssey. So if you do want to go back to the way Horizon is and want to play with some friends who does not have Horizons, you have that option to do so. Now, this is going to change down the line. This brings me to the console launch, because what happens with the console launch, which is scheduled for sometimes in the autumn this year, is that Horizon and Odyssey players is going to reunite as Horizon players get the graphics update as well. That means when console comes out, Horizon players get the graphics update, and you're now going to be able to play Horizon's Odyssey players together again. So that means in this like half-year period until the console launch, we are not going to be able to play together, but after that we're going to remerge together, and you can then once again play with your friends regardless of what update they have. I just want to clarify that this doesn't mean there's going to be cross-play between console and PC. That's not the case here. It's just Odyssey and Horizon that's going to unite when the console launch comes out. Now, I've been thinking a lot about why this is. It makes sense that you can't do it planet-side, because we know part of Odyssey is going to regenerate the terrains on planets. That means it's going to be like mountains are going to be moved, and everything's going to look different. And that's going to be very weird if you have a Horizon and an Odyssey player on a planet at the same time. The reason why they're not giving the Horizon players the graphic update right away, I don't know it for sure, but I have a sneaky feeling that it is because of performance. I think Frontier, and this is just my own guess, we'll have to wait and see until Wednesday, but I think that Frontier has not been able to optimize Odyssey to the degree that they wanted to. And because of that, they are not enabling the graphics update for Horizon so that people can keep playing in Horizons without Odyssey if they have a lower end system that are not going to be able to pull Odyssey. And they're then probably counting on that they're going to be able to update the performance well enough for the console launch. I think that is the case, but of course I don't have anything to back this up. This is the only reason I can see why. But if you have other ideas why they might do this split in the beginning, this hard split, and then merge it later and not just do the merge now, I would love to hear it in the comment section. Now, all this feels very weird to me, and it almost makes Odyssey feel more like a beta test, to be honest. It's a little... The fact that it's split out from Horizons and we get it later, it feels like the real launch for Odyssey is going to be when it comes out for console in the autumn. Now, there's also some things happening lore-wise in Elite, and this section is going to contain some spoilers regarding in-game lore events and secret messages you can go and find. So if you're not interested in those spoilers, you can go down to the timeline and you can click on to the next little section. Then you will be safe and spoiler-free. So Frontiers also posted a picture with some hex code in it. Hex code was very quickly deciphered, and the message was react, react, react. That all Aegis ever do. We need a solution. And then it was signed Salvation. Now this is quite interesting that Salvation, of course, was also part of we don't really know much about them, but they were also part of the whole Hesperus event, which of course follow up to the Adamastor event. Adamastor was where we learned about the first Thargoid encounter. So it seems that all like Salvation and all of this Hesperus and that has something to do with also present day. At least it seems like the Salvation guys are still like active and around, and may have been for a very long time. I feel like things are beginning to stir a little bit, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see some pretty massive lore events happening after the launch of Odyssey. Hopefully it's going to be lore events they're going to be able to participate in regardless of platform you're playing on, so Horizon Command is not just going to be abandoned. But we'll see. Very interesting, and definitely something I'll be keeping my eyes on. Now, I just quickly want to go over like my schedule here for the coming week, because there's going to be some things that's going to change, move around. Normally, I record all my videos 1 week in advance, and then they sit on YouTube ready to be published the following week. This week, it's going to be a little different because I have nothing pre-recorded, because I want to have some of the videos coming out, of course, regarding some of the new stuff in Odyssey. Obviously, can't record that yet. And I always feel like if I did pre-record videos and then put them out after Odyssey, they will be with the old graphic engine. So I kind of feel like I'm just going to wait, and then I'm going to do a more ad hoc release. So that means my normal release schedule will be videos Wednesday and Saturday. That may be moved around a little bit. I'm also going to be moving live streams a bit. We're going to talk about that. But an interesting thing, actually, because I haven't been preparing videos this week, it meant I had a lot of spare time to just sit down and play the game. So I've really been putting in a lot of hours in Elite. Just, flying around, doing my thing. That has nothing to do with video. So I managed to stack up on pretty much all materials. I'm done with all raw and manufactured materials, are all maxed out. I just need to look into data, so I have a couple days to sit and farm data, see if I can get those maxed out as well. So I have everything stockpiled for Odyssey. But as I said, videos going to be more ad hoc. They're going to be released as they are finished. And I do actually have a video I have for you on Wednesday that's going to come out while the servers are down. It's very exciting. I'm not allowed to talk about it. I've very specifically been asked to publish this on Wednesday. Again, I've been dying to tell someone about it and just to talk about it, because I think it's pretty awesome. I'm really looking forward to sharing this with you guys on Wednesday. So do stay tuned to the channel for that. It's going to come out on Wednesday. Now, in terms of live streams, I am going to be moving things around a bit. My plan is to move the Tuesday live stream just this week. We're going to move it from Tuesday to Wednesday, obviously, because Odyssey is gonna come. No plan streaming Tuesday, so we're going to be streaming on Wednesday when Odyssey is launched. Now, I normally stream 7 o'clock in-game time. That's an hour after the scheduled launch. I think I'm gonna stay on that time spot about an hour into the launch, mainly because I feel like doing it right when the servers launch is often chaotic, and you're often just gonna be seeing me sitting in a login queue for an hour. So I will try to prioritize using that. Hopefully I have a full hour if Frontier doesn't get delayed. I'll try to prioritize that time to actually get in games, make sure it's stable, or as stable as I can get it, so we can actually get some play time instead of just sitting me looking at a login screen that doesn't work. So therefore, I'll be streaming Wednesday, 7 o'clock in-game time, and it will of course be YouTube and Twitch. But there's going to be more streams than just the Wednesday stream. I'm planning to use Thursday to make some videos. So I'm going to be using Thursday evening creating videos, and then probably Friday evening, where I have a chance to stay up a little later, I'm going to be live streaming there again. We're going to jump back into Odyssey. My Wednesday stream is primarily going to focus on just get around, look at all the new stuff, not necessarily begin to unlock anything or grind for anything. Just get around, watch what happens at the Thargoid bases, what happens at Dav's Hope, what's happened at Engineers, what happens at all these different places. I want to go around, see all the new things, and maybe if there's new, weapons we haven't looked at, maybe go and take a look at those, all that stuff. I want to go and do that on Wednesday, and then for the Friday live stream, I'm going to be more into, let's begin to look into some grind, let's begin to look into unlocking the new Engineers, let's begin to look at the new ranks, let's begin to look at how we collect materials. All that stuff I'm going to be looking at on Friday. And there might be more live streams coming over the weekend. And if there are, it's going to be around the same time, around the 9-ish, 7 o'clock in-game time spot over the weekend. I'm not sure exactly when, but I'll try to get some live streams there. Then I'll use daytime for creating videos and then the evenings for live streaming. So that's the plan. So again, not a lot happening at the start of the week, but you should have plenty of stuff to look at for the end of the week. If you did like this video, please go down and give a like, subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.